Hey, good to see you guys. The wife is gone. She's just off to the auction so we can do our channel update. She's going to pick up a couple of pigs for Brandon and Ashley. That's why she got the Mazda CX-90. Third seat folds down, lots of room in there. I've been thinking about getting some ducks myself, but that's a story for another day. Today we need to talk about what we're doing here with, well, a few chores around here. We'll start with the electric because I got a good story going on here. I figured out a way that we can get a little extra juice in the truck here. I'll show you, just hang on. So I guess before I get into what we're doing here, I gotta talk about the outfit for a second because it's getting to be that time of year, eh? It's cold, so you gotta wear this is my wood cutting jacket. Wear this for all my wood cutting. We gotta do some of that later. And of course the hat, that's to keep my ears warm because it is fall and it's getting cold. Colors are just starting out there. I don't know if you can see them over there. Nice orange and red, just like my hat. Anyway, I'll take you off the tripod to show you what I've got going on here. The new guy, Ken, those of you that know what's going on around here, Kenny bought Tom's place. Kenny doesn't want to pay for the security. We do a loop. That's why we got the electric. We thought it'd be cheaper, if we take turns and we just do our river bend loop here. And we run security, twice a week. Wednesdays and Saturdays is my night, so midnight to 6. I'm just constantly looping out there to keep the scavengers, the road rats, we got all kinds of them. They want to break into your sheds and take what you got, what you worked hard for. So we started a little group, but Kenny being the new guy, he's giving us a bit of a hard time. He doesn't want to pay. So at the last council meeting, which Kenny didn't attend, we decided that'd be okay if we used some of his electricity from the garage over there to power up the new electric beast here. And we'll settle up with him at the end of the year. He'll get a bill minus what we use in electricity. Sounds fair, right? That's what the council thought, and I agree. So, of course, it ended up being my job to sneak over there and run this here extension cord. 300 footer, not the greatest color for hiding, I did put on the Christmas list this year that I'd like a new camo one. Jackie, Kenny's wife, is a security for the property over there. They do have an attack Chihuahua. It's 15 years old. It doesn't like to touch the ground. Jackie carries it everywhere. I think it's only got one tooth, one good eye. I don't think it hears so good. But Jackie carries it, right, everywhere she goes. And when she does her security loop, she carries it. The nose still works. That's the problem. This thing, it's got a nose. Even Gage is envious of this thing's nose. At 15 years old, Gage is like, damn, I wish my nose worked like that. And Jackie carries this thing when she does her security loops over there. And Jackie can run faster than me, so I got to be careful, guys. So orange, probably not the best choice. So if you guys want to, drop a toonie or something into the bucket to help Gary get a new camouflage, that would help. I'll show you what we got going on here. So if this cord here looks like it's running off to the back of Kenny's garage, it is. I made an early morning run over here, and I buried the last 100 feet, so you probably won't see it. Might smell it. I'm hoping that they missed that, but that's a problem for another day. So the cord there, it's secured, it's plugged in. We just have to do the one on the truck here. And then, in 3 weeks, we might get a couple kilometers out of that. Not the fastest plug when we do it that way, but okay, so if we plug this in, she should work. Oh no, wait, I gotta plug the one in the truck too. This is just the start here. We got our charger here. So let's plug that in and then we'll plug the truck in. We're running out of cable. She's tight. So I could use a 400 foot extension cable if if we get an extra 100 feet there. All right, we're plugged in. And damn, we got no charging light. What's going on here? Really not looking forward to going back over to Kenny's and trying to figure out if that cord's got a break in it somewhere, but gonna have to, I guess. It's not that Kenny's a bad neighbor or anything. He's just giving the council a hard time. So we figured we'd do the best we could, right, under the circumstances, right? It's better to just do it first and ask permission later or something, like they say. So it's not like I have a personal grudge, right? He's a bit of a loud neighbor. No, it's not his tools in his garage. He's got a real nice garage over there, but I've never seen him in it. I don't think he actually owns any tools. Never heard a hammer or a grinder or nothing. So it's not like that or anything. The dog, like I say, it's quiet. It doesn't make too much noise. It's the knitting. Oh my God, after 8, the clacking of them needles, sitting out there on the deck, him and the wife. Brandon across the road told me that they're knitting sleeping bags for abandoned babies. I guess that's a pretty good cause because up here in winter, it gets pretty cold. So But I wish we're gonna have to come up with some new bylaw here. I wish they'd just stop that clacking after 8. You know, maybe you can knit from 3 to 8 or something like that. We're gonna work on it. But yeah, they're a little bit noisy, so I don't mind doing what I got to do here to get the electric running. It's for their own safety too, right? They got to know that if I see somebody breaking into their shed, I'm probably going to let them know, right? Maybe. Okay, well, the setup's not working here. I think we're just going to leave this project as is for now. I'm working on the chainsaw here as well. I got to sharpen that, and actually we've got 4 trees I could show you out here. I got 4 trees we got to cut down. You know, all my American friends think us Canadians were all lumberjacks or something, eh? I don't know why. If you own a property like this, you gotta clean up. There's always trees falling down, and we just had that windstorm blow through a couple weeks ago there. Had to clean everything up. But I was noticing now that the leaves are starting to come down right here somewhere. Oh, there's one right there. We got some ash here. They're dead. They got no leaves on them. I got one there, and I got 4 right here together. They gotta all come down, so in order to do that, I got to get the saw sharpened up and running again. So I'll show you guys. I'm working on a new formula, right? You work in the woods all day, you come home and you smell all that oil and gas mixture, and the nose is burning. Once it gets in there, you're not getting that smell out of there for days. It's all time. Time is the only thing that can cure that. But the wife will even say, hey, you stink, right? So I'm working on that, guys. We're gonna patent this. I think I'm down to a couple of substances here. Well, I'll show you. We'll go in and I'll show you what I'm working on. Should have been filming that. Just took a leaf right to the throat. Damn near killed me. Yeah, they're coming down. Look it, they're coming down. I'm not making that up. You can't make this stuff up, eh? Fall is here. What's that show that everybody used to watch there? Winter's coming. Oh yeah, winter's coming. So I got the saw up here and the vise. We're gonna do a bit of sharpening, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to tell you here. What I'm working on is something here. You can see I'm almost out. We got the baby oil. There's only a little bit left there. Bar oil is a thing of the past, okay? When I get this formula right, this is what I wouldn't recommend using the shampoo, the baby shampoo. That unless when you start your saw, you like bubbles going everywhere. It can entertain the kids, but then it can be dangerous, right? You got a running saw, you got kids running everywhere chasing bubbles. I wouldn't want that to happen again, geez. But the baby oil, okay, that's what we're gonna mix. We're gonna mix baby oil in the bar side, right? You still got to put gas in it, right? She's not gonna run on baby oil. But today's mixture, I think I'm going to mess around here a little bit. Lubriderm, okay? That stuff smells pretty good, right? So between the baby oil and the Lubriderm, if we can get the right consistency, I think that's going to solve 2 things. The saw is going to cut like never before. She's going to be smooth. It's going to purr like a kitten. And then when you come out of the woods at night, your wife's going to say, damn, honey, you smell good. So we're going to patent that. I don't know what we're going to call it. This one here, you got to be sure that you buy the advanced moisture therapy. Eh? It's got to be liquidy enough that once you put it in there, it's going to actually coat the bar and everything, right? If it's not moist enough, you're going to have problems. So we're working on that too, but I won't bore you guys with that too much. Hey, here's some tools running over there. Don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but it's not Ken. I can guarantee you it's not Ken. Probably Win over there working on something. Now that guy, he's always out in the shop. But luckily he's far enough away I don't hear too much from Win. He makes knives too, so you don't want to piss that guy off, eh? Got lots of weapons over there. Oh no, wait a minute, I see what's going on here, eh? They're blowing all the leaves out of their yard back into my yard. Oh no, eh? That's not Win out there working, that's Kim. Don't want to pick that fight, eh? I'll just let her blow the leaves here for now, and I'll get Brandon to clean them up later. He owes me a favor. Oh, like I say, lots going on here in the fall. Try to keep you guys as informed as I can as to what's going on. I got to get some trout fishing in here in the last week because the season's almost over. I got to get the last few rounds of golf in. Oh boy, I'm heading to a wedding this weekend. Oh, there's the story for you. My nephew's getting married. Geez, I remember when that kid was born, eh? Seems like yesterday. 32 years ago, I guess, something like that. Anyway, he's getting married, getting hitched. So I told him, what did I tell him? Well, I told him, getting hitched is fine. You just got to keep that ball shiny and the tail light service. You got to remember that. Being hitched is okay, as long as you take care of the basic maintenance. A good hitching requires basic maintenance. I've been hitched 30 years myself. Got one tail light that don't work, but other than that, the hitching's still good. Not the update you were looking for, I know. Okay, so I had a couple more things done back here. I'll show you guys. we had a sewage problem. I mentioned it in the channel. Yeah, well, the pump didn't fail, but the arm, the float failed. It was a good thing the pump didn't fail, but I had to get a guy come out here and look at this big, beautiful backyard I got here. It's like a football field. The only problem is when that sump failed, it filled the tank with water, and the last guy who installed this, he had the box installed right here inside the tank. So now I've had to put a post here. Kind of ruining the vibe of my whole football field, eh? When the kids are running out here now, somebody's gonna run into that and hurt himself, I know. They get so engrossed in the fall football league championship here that they're not even gonna notice the new post. Somebody's gonna run into that for sure. Anyway, that was taken care of. I haven't got the bill for that one yet, but I'm sure it's gonna hurt. Usually does, eh? Kid came and looked at the toilet. I told him, I said, it's not the toilet, it's out in the tank, I'm sure of it. So then he ran his snake thing down to the toilet and he got it caught on something there, and he said, oh, I guarantee you there's something stuck here in the toilet. And I said, no, there isn't. We weren't home. We didn't use the toilet for 4 days. We left it was working. Well, unless, you know, I mean, there is the odd chance that we had that guy living in the attic again, but probably not. So I was pretty sure it was out there in the tank. Turns out it was in the tank, but the kid got his snake thing stuck in there. He actually broke it. This is a true story. I can't make this up. Kid's yanking in there. He's telling me, oh, it's caught on something big. He's yanking and pulling. He broke the end off. All this thing is like a 3/8 wire, and it's pretty sturdy stuff. It stretches, you know, it catches on something. You're supposed to pull it out. That kid had one foot up on the toilet, one up on the tub, and he was just reefing. He broke the damn thing. And so the next day they had to send a second guy come back, and he's listening to the word of the first kid who says there's something down in my toilet. So he tears my whole toilet apart. There was nothing down in the toilet, eh? So now I got a scratched, broken toilet, and I'm sure I haven't got the bill for that one either, and I'm sure that one's gonna hurt too. And then after 9 months, we got this thing here sorted. Look at that. That water is nice and clean in there. I don't know if you can see that. Well, you shouldn't see it. It's see-through. It's quite clean. Right to the bottom. I can see to the bottom. That's the way it should be. But we had black stuff floating in there, and I told the guy, I said, that's not something growing in the hot tub. That's like a seal let loose somewhere. And they argued with me for 9 months. They had me drain the hot tub 5 times. I made the mistake of sending an email to the company above the local guy here in town. The local guy here in town is actually a family friend of mine. Well, I made the mistake of going above his head and saying, hey, there's something going on here. They got back to me in 5 minutes and said, oh yeah, it's this seal. Have the guy replace it. So he comes out and he replaces it. And sure enough, lo and behold, the 2 seals are rotten and they're putting black chunks of, it was like oil. It was like having a hot tub and crayon. Little black chunks, and if you touched it, you smeared it, it would go all over the side of the hot tub. What a mess, let me tell you. Well, the local guy didn't like that I went above his head. He also didn't like in the fact that I had said in the email to the company above him, I said, hey, if we got somebody else who can service this thing, I'd appreciate it. But don't tell him that. What did they do? They forwarded him that email. So, true story. You can't make this stuff up. So now, yeah, I got nobody to service the hot tub but myself. So just a bit of a Friday farce. Don't want to keep you guys, you know, from your busy work lives and whatever you got going on. I just thought I'd give you an update and let you know what's happening here in the Riverbend Circle. We'll keep you posted. I think we're going to do this monthly. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Let me know in a comment below. Thanks for watching.